So I'm going to do this video because our refrigerator that we had for 16 years when we moved into this house, finally it gave up the ghost. It was done. So we got this refrigerator. Now I started researching refrigerators about a year ago. And what I found, for those of you who are researching refrigerators, unless you get over the $9,000 to $10,000 range, they're all gonna have great reviews coupled with terrible reviews. Now this is an LG fridge. This happens to be the LG 31 cubic foot French door refrigerator with Insta-View door and door. All right, so people either love this fridge or they don't love this fridge. Now this is a brand new fridge to us. I'm just starting to fill it with food, so it's not as full as it normally would be because I threw out about 90% of what was in our old fridge because it died. And so one morning we opened it and everything in there was warm, totally warm. So I wanted to go ahead and record this as we're starting to use it. The things that I'm finding as a new consumer who's moved from a fridge that we actually totally loved. It was a Kenmore. It was by Sears. Sears doesn't exist anymore. There's no new Kenmores anymore, so we couldn't get a Kenmore. I had to start with a different brand. Now I'm standing kind of far away from it because the way the counter is, I can't get right up on it and show you all at once. But our area right there is exactly 35 3/4 inches. This fridge is 35 3/4 inches. And so it fits perfectly in this space. Now we were shopping from Home Depot and from Costco. I'll tell you guys, if you have a Costco, that is the way to go because they have a free 2-year warranty. Home Depot doesn't. It was about $300 cheaper through them than Home Depot. They took the old fridge away for free. And Home Depot doesn't. They charge you for that. Plus, again, you get that 2-year warranty, no questions asked. So for 90 days, for any reason, I'm just like, I think it's ugly, they'll take it back. For 2 years, if anything goes wrong, they will totally just replace this. Now, I apologize, it's the middle of the day. We just got back from the store. You're hearing my kids kind of snack in the background and the dog's walking around. I think she's gonna walk right in front of the shot here. But again, I wanted to talk to you about this fridge because some things that were hard to find out about it. Now there's a couple versions of this fridge. Now again, I will put the model number right on the screen so you can see which one it is, but this is the French door refrigerator with Insta-View door and door. Okay, now the door and door was kind of important because we have 7 people in the house who get lots of drinks, and we thought that feature would be nice. But what we did do is we moved from a 2-door freezer to a one-door freezer, and that is a little bit hard to get used to. Now we will probably get used to it, but for right now, it is a bit challenging. This is a Wi-Fi enabled refrigerator, which means that it has a ThinkQ app, and I will scroll on the side of the screen so you can see. So you can control what kind of ice it's making, how much ice it's making, the temperature. It will alert you when the door's been open for too long. So all kinds of things. Actually runs diagnostics on itself. But there's a couple versions of this fridge. Now I thought when I bought this fridge that it made craft ice. This one does not. I think the only one that does is the one that has the 2-drawer on the bottom. It is $1,000 more. It wasn't worth $1,000 for me to have 2 drawers on the bottom. So this fridge runs like $22.99. And again, unless you get up over like $9,000, $10,000, the reviews are going to be varied on your fridge. So right here, this is the first thing that's interesting, is that in the instruction booklet, it doesn't tell you how to use the ice/water dispenser. Now I'm going to do this one-handed, but you just touch it here and it scrolls through the buttons for you. And it's not an easy, to be really honest, you have to kind of push it. But the dispenser area is huge. You could put a 24-ounce water bottle pretty much under here and it will fit. My 32 ounces are too tall, but the 24s fit pretty good. Now, if you notice too, there are no doors, and you're seeing me on the side here on my messy counter because we just went to the store. Got some new Tupperware stuff, so you're seeing me. You're seeing my messy kitchen, but this is real life, you guys. So there's no actual handles here, which is different. This is actually too as well. This is print resistant. So you can get smudges on it, but they wipe off. You just take a towel and wipe it and it come right off. I will tell you, this is not as magnetized as normal things. So I have a couple magnets here, but they have to be really strong magnets to stick. A kind of medium strength magnet is not gonna hold. So down on the bottom here, you put your hand on the bottom to open, you put your hand on the bottom to open. But because this is a door and door, if you knock on it twice, it lights up and it shows you what's in your fridge easy. So this is why I put quick grab items that we get at frequently, right? So we're not a soda family, and you notice after 10 seconds it turned off. Again, we're turning it back on, and again, you're noticing my messy kitchen in the background. I apologize, I literally just got back from the store. So this is a really nice feature. I love this feature. This is one of the reasons we bought it. And there's a little handle right on the side here that opens it up so that you can actually access this part of the fridge. Okay, so that's one of our favorite parts of the fridge so far. Now, if you close it, you go ahead and open it at the bottom, and then you have access on the inside to what that looks like. Now, I'm gonna try to scooch back to give you a look at this fridge. Okay, now one of the things that wasn't super clear when I was researching it is these shelves are tempered glass, just like you find in, you know, most fridges, and they're adjustable. You can see in the back they are adjustable, but our old fridge, the shelves actually like could slide back and fold back, so you could make it even taller in sections. And so what I'm finding is that I have a lot of really tall things and not so much tall things here. So you're noticing I'm still trying to replenish from when I threw out, again, 90% of the food in our fridge. Another thing that's interesting to get used to is our last fridge, while it had the glass shelves, the front of the drawers were all white, so you couldn't see in there. But what you're noticing is as you look at the fridge, you can actually see into your drawers, which is a good thing and kind of an awkward thing. Now, I have a bunch of kids, so they kind of just throw things into drawers, but these are real. Oh, see, and I just did it. This is another thing I'm getting used to. That's what it sounds like when it chimes. It's gonna do that for a minute through the video. But our other ones had handles up here. This one opens at the bottom. So I'm still getting used to that because, again, this is a brand new fridge for us. And look, my children dumped the string cheese. So the drawers are very, very deep, which is nice. Very deep. So you have the two. I use one for lunch meats and cheeses. This is our vegetable drawer. And I have Costco sized carrots, Costco sized celery, Costco sized cucumbers, asparagus, broccoli. There's a giant bag of broccoli in here. So I still have room. It's really nice. And then down on the bottom, this is our meat drawer. Now, we're not huge meat eaters here. So I have some sushi bakes, some chicken bakes. I have 3 cans of Annie's. There's butter back there, you know, all kinds of stuff. And there's still room. I could layer. So this is a very nice feature. And again, here, this is the drink side. So it's very, very deep. Okay, very deep. But what you're gonna notice here, these are super shallow. Look how shallow these are. Now behind here, behind this door, this shelf, and see, it's alerting me that my door is open. Behind here is where the actual water filter is. So you just remove the shelf, you slip it up, and you can replace the water filter. And then you can see here, look how narrow these are. And so up here, this is just where I have my dad's diabetic medications. So this stuff that goes here has to be narrow. Okay, so you can see that. But it is a very nice fridge. Also the back, I don't know if you can tell back here, the back of the fridge and that air filter area is all metal. It's supposed to help keep things cool, help it be more efficient, and help reduce scents or smells, odors in your fridge. So I really like that. And I don't know about this, you guys, this is a side note in here. I know it's an ugly picture, but that holds our green juice. And you guys, I don't know if you've tried it before. We're not a soda people. We don't really drink juice. This is my 3rd-year-old was here from Arizona, so we had some juice, but we don't normally have juice. But we make this, and my children really like it. And it's just because I was on the hunt for a really long time for a green juice that my children would drink that wasn't too sweet. So look at that. I mean, it's got 0 total sugars. It's great. Carbs are really low on it. It's 35 calories, and that's for a whole stick. I make this pitcher with half a stick to 3/4 of a stick because we don't like it super concentrated. So my kids really like it. And again, you can notice here, we don't drink sodas. So there's iced coffee, there's some protein drinks there. Waterloo's my kid's favorite. So, and then my husband's energy drinks, just ignore that. And then my dad likes the LaCroix. So again, I wanted to let you guys know because I started looking for reviews on this fridge and it was really hard to find. So I'll tell you the things that are a little bit awkward for me again is that the fact that these shelves don't slide back. So if you have something really tall, you either have to remove the shelf or lay it down. I also don't know how I feel about how narrow these shelves are right here. It's working so far, but it is a very deep fridge. Remember, this is 31 cubic feet. So it's taken me a bit. I've done a Costco run and 2 Trader Joe's runs, and I'm still working on filling it back up. This control panel is on the right side of the fridge where the drink portion is. And this is where you can control the temperature of the refrigerator, how much ice it's making, the temperature of the freezer. You can turn the Wi-Fi on and off. Like if you didn't want to use the ThinkQ app, you could turn that part off. The Ice Plus is the one that you use when you want it to make more ice for 24 hours. And then you can tell it to make cubed ice in the drawer at the bottom. And then you can lock it. Now I'm going to show you this too before I close the doors. Do you see this? It looks like this locks, right? And it has a handle where you squeeze it, but you don't actually need to do that. Like it's not attached to anything. So that must be for another model that it's like that, which is interesting. Now, those of you who are shopping for a fridge, you probably know this, but the ice and the water, you have to filter the ice. Oh, someone got in here. You have to filter the water when you first start it. You have to dispense like 2.5 gallons of water, and the first 48 hours of ice pretty much should be dumped. So this is the cubed ice. This is the secondary ice that it makes. This does have a feature where it makes like double the ice, so you can turn that feature on. It's a 24-hour feature where it makes 3.5, it's either 3.5 or 3.7 pounds of ice. You could have a party and do that, and then we put our craft ice right there. But like you can see, I don't have a lot of frozen stuff. And we have a deep freezer in the garage, so that's where most of our freezer stuff goes. See, and I was about to close this. See, I'm not used to that yet because our other one had 2 drawers. So this one has a drawer that slides front and back, and then down here, look how deep this is. And again, I have a deep freezer in the garage, so we don't have a lot of stuff in here. I will eventually put stuff in here, still trying to fill it, but it is really deep. I don't know if you guys can tell. So if you're used to a 2-drawer freezer, it takes a bit to get used to the fact that there's only one. Again, I'm still getting used to that, but it is very nice and deep. And hopefully that was helpful for anybody who's looking for a refrigerator. Well, that's it from you guys. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you like what I'm doing, please go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.